What it do, YouTube? It's your boy there, man. We back in the traffic cooking up another thing of life, man. Today we got a video. Shout out to Flacco. He's breaking down what happened to Studer. I'm thinking Studer, he died because of the police, but I hear it's a whole nother different situation. Now, Flacco got all the core facts, so we're gonna watch this like a Netflix series. Rest in peace to Studer. We finna break this down, man. So hit that like button.
I'm already, bro, because this makes me so mad. I'm trying to remain composed, all right? But this is just disgusting. So a couple of days ago, the world found out that Scooter passed away. Now, when we found out that Scooter passed away, the initial reports were the police killed Scooter. But the police came out and said, no, we didn't kill him. As a matter of fact, he passed away from events that had nothing to do with us.
We're here to discuss two events this evening. The first being from the 200 block of William Nye Drive in Zone 3. Officers responded to a dispute with a weapon. It was advised in the call remarks that shots were fired and a female was dragged back into the location. Once officers arrived, they knocked on the door. A male opened the door and immediately shut the door on the officers. The officers then established a perimeter. During the process of establishing the perimeter, two males fled out of the rear of the house.
It was a setup?
One male returned back into the house. The other male jumped two fences as he was fleeing.
That's Studer, ain't it?
When officers located him on the other side of the fence, he appeared to have suffered an injury to his leg. Officers rendered aid, and he was transported to Grady Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased.
We're going to get back to the police in a later video because even that to me is suspicious. We didn't chase him. We weren't in pursuit. We found him on the floor, leg already broken, femur probably broken, fractured, and then he succumbed to those injuries and passed away at the hospital. Now, it could happen, but it's rare. And I don't believe that young Scooter, he hopped over one fence perfectly, and then the other fence, he fell.
Man, I don't believe that nigga hopping fences at 39. What is he, 40? 40, 39? Hell no.
Fell so hard and broke his leg. I think a more logical or reasonable option would be he was hopping the fence. They were in pursuit. They fired that taser, bro. He was already up there, fell down like limp and broke his leg, and that's how the impact was so hard, that he broke something so critical that he passed away. But when they said that they got a call that shots were fired and they, and a girl was being dragged back in the house, that left a lot of questions. Where is this girl? Who made the call? Because when the police got there, they didn't locate a female at all. So what exactly happened? Well, I found out what happened. There was no girl. There was nothing. It was all a fake made-up story. And the person who made it up is this woman right here. This is Demi Blanco, a.k.a. girl la 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 on Instagram, right? 5 laws. So she is dating one of young Scooter's homies. Now, we're not going to say who her boyfriend is, bro, because honestly, bro ain't do nothing wrong. I don't even want to involve bro in his nonsense. So she's dating one of young Scooter's homie. Now, here's the thing. Young Scooter and his homie, they're supposed to have a kickback, a little party later that day for young Scooter. It's his birthday. She wasn't invited, though. And because she wasn't invited or because she couldn't come, this scallywag decided she was going to call the police and make a false report to get the event or party shut down preemptively before it even began, before that even pulled up. Imagine the type of witchcraft you...
See, man, I did that. Because you wasn't invited? Oh, we going to let her go. Let him talk.
To be. To call the police and make a report that flagrant at a house that your boyfriend is at. Knowing the history of Atlanta PD and private citizens, knowing how overzealous Atlanta PD is, at that point, making that call, you made the decision in your mind, you are content if Atlanta PD killed your boyfriend, as long as he ain't partying with no girls. So when she made the call from the very beginning, you can start spotting red flags in how this story is absolutely
You got
fake.
the call?
Atlanta 911, operator 8715. What is the location of your emergency?
The location is
the transfer.
1 second, ma'am, for 273 William Nye Drive, Southeast.
273 William Nye.
Yeah.
No, it's
NYE
27.
Drive.
It's 273 William. Oh, you said Nye NYE, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, DeKalb. Hello, caller.
You're welcome.
Hi.
First red flag, you're
don't
calling
even
to
know the
report
address.
something that took place in a jurisdiction that you're not presently in. How do you know this is happening when you're not there? Because they had to transfer her. And they're only transferring her because she's calling 911 in a jurisdiction that she's currently at. So when they have to transfer her to Atlanta to make the freaking report with Atlanta PD, that means that she's not presently there. So if you're not presently there, why are you making calls saying that a woman is being dragged back in the house and some
Facts.
gunshots went off?
To be so for real, last year was kind of a lot for me. I was just feeling kind of like burned.
That's weird, bro.
Do you need police, fire, EMS?
Actually, both. If you could say both. There was literally a shooting. The house, literally the neighbors next door, the house of the address that I just gave you, the 273. There is literally a whole domestic dispute going on. There's like 7 guys that live in this house.
What's your name?
I'm sorry. What is my name?
Okay. Okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so I'm the neighborhood watch.
At this point, the operator is being
Neighborhood
willfully
watch?
ignorant. How is she neighborhood watch for that neighborhood when
You
she's
ain't
making
even
a call
in
from
the
a different
neighborhood.
jurisdiction?
And basically, like I said, these guys they're like selling drugs in and out of the house. All you see is guys coming in and out of the house with guns and stuff. They holding the guns in the air, and then it's like, I'm not sure if they're pimping, but it's the situation that's going on right now. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. He literally fought the girl. I'm not sure what they was fighting over. If they was fighting over drugs, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like they were fighting
I
over
want to
drugs.
see going to jail over this.
And then they started shooting. She had someone come over there, and they started shooting.
She deserves life in prison, bruh.
She gotta go to jail.
Women, it don't matter who you are. You are literally watching this audio under the understanding that this is false and that she's completely lying. Now, at this point, I'm thinking the boyfriend probably already dumped her, bruh.
It gotta be.
Ain't no way you calling the police lying like this on your current boyfriend, bruh. Now, we know young Scooter and them was, moving that work and moving that weight, but she was a beneficiary of them moving that weight because she was the girlfriend at some point getting the gifts. But then you call and say, first off, if I'm the operator, bro, I'm already sensing this is nonsense. It starts off with, they pimping, drugs.
What they doing? Shooting.
Drag the girl out over. It's just too much going on, bro. So they dragged the girl out, drag her back in the house, and then somebody else came, and then a gun, a shootout.
Then you said you neighborhood watch.
Dealing, it's just too much. And you could tell that it wasn't fluent. She was making it up as she goes. There needs to be some serious training, bro. Because how do you listen to this story and take it seriously? I guess at some point you have to call the police to go there just to check, but this chick would have been in handcuffs the second we found young Scooter dead, bro.
But the house needs to be investigated. They're definitely doing illegal stuff over there, and it's disturbing the area.
How many shots were fired?
I would say 3. It was 3 shots.
When did it happen?
It's happening now.
Okay.
So I believe the girl is hurt.
And they're coming from 273 William Nye Drive?
Yes. And the girl is hurt because she was like bleeding profusely, like blood
How you
everywhere.
know?
Okay. Do you see or hear anything else?
Yeah, she's trying to get away and they're holding her. She's being held hostage. Like they brought her, the guy that was fighting her, she ran outside naked.
So imagine hearing this. I can only imagine the boys coming by doing 90. Guns out, everybody on the floor. You gotta run. What you mean you gotta run?
Yeah. And then he was fighting her outside. And then there was another commotion she tried to get away. He dragged her back in the house. So now they're at the door, literally fighting. She's trying to get out. And he's refusing to let her out. And it's like 7 guys in the house.
This
Give me one
crazy.
moment.
Xbox Pro is the
Be
fastest
careful who
and
you
easiest
lay
way to
down
get
with.
pro
These
vocal mixes
females
like
not
this.
right there. I'm sorry, females, but y'all know y'all not there. Yeah, I
She
know
senses
y'all
the
not there.
operator isn't really moving with urgency that I guess she will want them to. So then she adds in another detail. She adds in another detail to make them move faster. And apparently this detail is there's a child in danger now all of a sudden. You told the story 3 times and there was no child involved. And now all of a sudden on the 4th time telling the story, a child is involved.
There's also a child in danger as well because she has a baby.
Okay, you said the female is naked?
Yeah, she's naked and she's bleeding profusely from her head.
Can you give me a description of the male?
The male is like has like a caramel complexion, low haircut.
Is he black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
He's black and he drives.
What color shirt and pants do he have on?
Blue, regular blue jeans and like a regular like t-shirt. I'm not sure. I didn't really get the. Okay, I'm not sure if it was blue or black.
Okay, dark t-shirt.
You don't even know.
And what about the female?
She's light-skinned and she has black hair. She's probably about 5'3", 130 pounds.
If this wasn't so effed up, this would be impressive, bro. To think that she's making this up on the spot as she goes, bro. Bro, creating like character descriptions. Now the person she described was her boyfriend, which makes this even more evil, bro, and more vindictive. Right? What? Yo, you could have described anybody else in that house, bro. You described your boyfriend because you wanted them to get your boyfriend. Right? You wanted to put a false accusation on him. Now, she was about to describe his vehicle too, bro. Just in case he leaves the house and he starts driving to police pull him over. Like, she really wanted him to get caught nonetheless, bro. But I would have asked, if you're a neighborhood watch, how do you know the vehicle they're driving? Right? Like, you know this person personally?
Okay. Give me one moment. Let me get EMS on the line.
Okay.
This is wicked, bro.
You have
set this man
EMS.
up.
Do not hang
Hello,
up.
ma'am. Can you tell me what they're doing right now?
Right now they're still battling. She's trying to get out, and the person is refusing to let her get out.
Battling is crazy.
She had to be transferred to jurisdiction. She's not even there. How would she know what's going on currently? How are you as an operator not spotting this, man? Bro, rest in peace of young Scooter, bro. Bro, this is getting me tight.
I had to call and let her know what happened.
Tight.
Hello.
Well, before I get into that, is this a business house or an apartment?
This is a house, and I think you guys should get here quick because this girl he's really hitting her, and it's a child involved. It's like 7 guys in the house, and they all have guns. You guys need to hurry and get here before she doesn't make it.
Ma'am, we already have help organized for her. What's the phone number you're calling from? Exactly what happened?
There's a situation going on in this house. There's 7 guys that live here, and they're basically, I'm not sure if they're running some type of sex traffic. This individual, she's a 5'2", light-skinned female, black hair.
You said 5'3".
She ran outside naked, bleeding from her face. She tried to get away. She was dragged back into the house, and they're holding her hostage, and then there was a baby involved. So this situation is really serious, and he's punching her. If you guys don't get her, she's going to be really hurt.
I've never put my hands on any woman, bro. But woman,
You gonna get whooped, Flacco.
So people like this, man. You see how she push him? Go, go, go. This is urgent.
Go now.
While making all of this up is sick, bruh. Sick. Yo, with situations like this, bro, you really have to start, bro. Y'all have to start examining, bro, these women like mental health before y'all start dating them, bro. I don't care how they look, bro. Yo, chicks like this is just.
Ma'am, are you with the patient now?
No, I'm a neighborhood watch. I'm just literally a neighborhood watch. I'm not in the house.
So where you at?
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay, no problem. About how old do you think she is?
She has to be about maybe, She looks a little underage, but I don't want to say that. You know, looks can be deceiving. So she's roughly, I'll say let's just say between 18 and 21.
Unlock the world's
If
largest,
she
most liquid
lied,
financial
bro,
market with
she
Forex.com.
gotta go to jail, bro.
You see how she stuck that underage in there?
She gotta go to jail.
Despicable human being.
Damn, shooter gone over this?
Is she awake?
What do you mean is she awake? He's beating her bloody.
Conscious?
He's beating her bloody. He's dragged her back in the house.
Is she breathing?
Ma'am, he dragged her back in the house.
It's not funny, but goddamn, hey, the dispatcher ain't playing no game. She asking every question available.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm going to ask you some more questions. I understand you're not able to see what exactly is going on now, but just answer the questions to the best of your ability.
Okay.
Were any weapons involved?
Everyone in the house has weapons.
Okay.
The 7 guys that live there, they're roommates or something like that. I don't know if all 7 live there, but it's typically about the same amount that's there every day.
Okay. Is there any
petty as hell.
serious bleeding?
She's bleeding from her face, like the whole front of her face. She's bleeding profusely, and then there's a child involved.
Okay. Is she responding normally?
Are you serious, ma'am?
I see, like, bro, you playing with me, bro? She know you lying.
Yes, I'm serious. I need to know for the paramedics if she's completely alert.
How can I assess if she is alert if I just told you they dragged her back in the house?
So like I advised earlier, just answer to the best of your ability.
Come to find out, the girl who did it, Demi Blanco, like, she's apparently not no stranger to, I guess, the limelight. Apparently, she was at one of these baddies auditions. She didn't get picked to be on the show. But when these girls go to, like, audition for Zeus baddies, apparently they get into all type of scallywag and ratchet activities.
So she ratchet.
Apparently, she was one of them, all right? And she's very well known on Clubhouse as well.
I told y'all, did I not call it? I said, I guarantee you that some female mad at probably was texting. It's his birthday, he wasn't with her. And called people and put in a fake call.
That's crazy, bro.
Women can be very vindictive, man. I got another story. Somebody called me today. His sister was with her.
She got beat up on baddies, and then now this.
Who got beat up on baddies?
Demi.
Like Demi.
All the on TV.
Ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, she got crunched on baddies on Atlanta.
Somebody need to crack that hoe, but that hoe.
Let me see that.
Social media. Well, that's old, man. That ain't
Send it to, I don't be on here like that.
Baddies. It was a Zeus version of baddies.
Yeah, the Atlanta. You know the little be fighting and all that bullshit.
I ain't gonna lie. Somebody need to cancel that whole Demi, man. Straight up.
That's some new shit.
They need to protect her.
What you
We
mean
know her
protect
identity.
her?
The police know her
We
identity.
gotta get our ass out
So
here.
at this point,
What you
we're just
mean?
waiting to see what happens.
This ain't the first
But
thing
this
she
chick
done
needs
did.
to
Is
be
when she
locked
too
up.
comfortable doing this.
Like today. Yeah, and I wouldn't mind if she gets charged with murder, bruh, because her actions directly caused the death
Of
young
Studer, nigga, not any
If this
nigga
chick
Studer.
hadn't called, made a false report, lied, young Scooter wouldn't be dead right now. She killed young Scooter, and she needs to face the consequences for it. Now, I'll be real.
But I'm trying to see why the fuck a young Scooter ran. If nothing's really going on, he probably dirty, pistol, drugs, but like, if that nigga didn't run, you know. He could have been like, check the crib, nigga, there's no female, no kids, but you know, it is what it is.
Bro, she better hope she goes to jail, bro. She better hope the police picks her up, bro.
Yeah, she better go to jail. It's
'Cause
over
if
with.
not,
Studer.
boy,
Nigga, Zone 3 gonna be on her.
Listen, YouTube guidelines, people. All right. Let me know in the comment section.
Nigga,
what do
Zone
you
3
guys
gonna
think
be on
should
her
the proper
neck.
punishment for this chick, all right? And if you're still watching, click on this video here on my screen to find
Man,
out.
shout out to the nigga Flacco. He got all the core facts, man. Appreciate you, man. Hit that like button, comment down below. 3 shout out to the family. Y'all better stop putting y'all meeting these females, man, and really see where they brain is. Cause these females ain't there all the way, man. Rest in peace to Studer, bro. That's a crazy way to go on your birthday. A fake phone call? Is he mad cause a nigga hanging with his homeboy for his birthday? That's wicked, bro. Hit the like button, comment down below. 3 shout out to the family, man. You gotta go to jail for that.